Rachel, great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
I am such a Eurovision fan. So when I heard that there was a movie being made about it, I was so excited. But being from Canada, how much did you know? And what was your first reaction to Eurovision?
I sadly knew very little. I didn't even know that Celine Dion had made her start at Eurovision. So I'm very embarrassed as a Canadian. But I've caught up now.
Yeah.
I do remember seeing Conchita Wurst win that year. I remember thinking, wow, that's incredible. And what is this? And so then I sort of explored it a bit more, but it wasn't until we went to Israel last year for Eurovision with Netflix. Will and I went, and the director, and I got, the firsthand experience that I really understood what we were getting into. So I'm glad we did that, because you can't replicate that energy in a film. You've got the green screen and you've got kind of half the crowd and half the lighting. And I mean, they did an amazing job making it look exactly like Eurovision, when it was complete. But I'm so glad I went there and had that epic experience.
Well, you were living out so many Eurovision fans' dreams, right? But how do you go to Tel Aviv, end up at Eurovision, and not be there for the results? What happened?
What happened? I was still breastfeeding.
Okay, there you go. I understand. You gotta go when you gotta go, Rachel.
So 3 days was about all my body would take. So I had to get back to my baby.
Yeah. As well, like Sigrid's dream is to be a part of Eurovision. But the other thing they keep talking about, and I probably am going to get the pronunciation wrong, so I apologize, is hitting the Speorg note.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we'll go with that. So I was just wondering, what in life gives you that Speorg knot feeling?
Oh my gosh. Super crunchy answer, but being out in nature. So, natural wonders, just that, how they'll just sort of sideswipe your soul. For me, that's the pinnacle of an otherworldly feeling.
Yeah. You've been involved in so many movies that we've all connected with, and there's so many quotes from those movies. I mean, just last week, our Taoiseach, Prime Minister, used a Mean Girls quote in his address to the nation. He used, "The limit does not exist."
Right. I just heard that.
Like, when you meet fans, what quotes do they throw at you, or what do they want to talk to you about? Is there one project that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, Mean Girls is definitely, when it comes to quotes, Mean Girls is the one that always comes up. There's so many. I remember when I read the script, I mean, they landed in my head and they've never left, just upon after one reading. So yeah, it's usually Mean Girls. Is butter a carb, or I don't know. Fetch comes up a lot.
You've only just discovered Eurovision, and yes, it can be cheesy, but I think there's so much that we could take from Eurovision and bring into our own lives. What's something that you think we could take from Eurovision into our own world?
Oh gosh, I mean, there's just there's just so much passion and exuberance in it, and vitality, and it's just wonderful to watch people aiming so high, for their dreams. And I mean, I think, that's why we've all loved watching, here American Idol and Canadian Idol and Canada and that sort of thing. I think especially at this time, it's a bit of escapism, but it's also that, people's dreams are carrying on too.
Yeah, and it's a really inclusive community as well. So here's more of that. Rachel, thank you for the fun, and thanks for taking the time out to chat.
Thank you. Nice to see you.